The United Nations has promoted the Agenda 21, Chapter 25, and there are three components to that agenda. The first one is that youth comprise nearly a third of the world's population. And they acknowledge that in addition to their intellectual contribution and their ability to mobilize support, the youth can bring unique perspectives. And therefore, they have recommended that each country should establish a process to promote a dialogue between the youth community and government at all levels. So My Clean Schoo provides for effective dialogue. It taps into the enthusiasm and vigor of the youth. And nowhere is that better illustrated than this video, this short 1-minute video I'm about to show, and which you can see in its full presentation at the end of this presentation. It was made by Savan Suzuki at the United Nations Environment Conference.
I'm only a child, and I don't have all the solutions. I want you to realize, neither do you. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family, 5 billion strong. In fact, 30 million species strong. And borders and governments will never change that. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal.
Yes, a single world working towards a single goal. So what does My Clean Schoo mean for the students? Well, again, it's the United Nations encouraged under UN Agenda 21. It presents a role model where the schools can act as a role model for the wider community, and the students are able to explore, interact, and practice leadership and innovation. And they can practice progressive inquiry, a 3-step process that we will see in the next few slides to show what can be done. And again, an opportunity for practicing leadership. So what is this 3-step progressive inquiry? Well, it's an opportunity to look at what we like, what we don't like, and what needs to happen as a result of that review process. And by that, act as the eyes for My Clean India. So My Clean Schoo and My Clean India uses 2 techniques. The first one is a appreciative inquiry that's used by My Clean India, and it focuses on the community's achievements. It acknowledges and inspires into action. And a progressive inquiry used by the schools, which reviews the community in terms of what is, what isn't, and what could happen. Appreciative inquiry and progressive inquiry working together as complements. Schools, thereby, are driving the inquiry process. So progressive inquiry is an opportunity for leadership. In this photograph, taken in Agra, showing the students of St. Peter's College of the Eco Club practicing leadership in the community with joy and enthusiasm. My Clean Agra at work, where cleanliness is everybody's business. There are many opportunities for the schools to participate in the community. We'll just show a few of them. They can undertake surveys of community issues and solutions. They can promote agreements and oaths to keep areas clean. They can promote awareness building with banners and competitions about the environment. They can elect street marshals supervisors to look at particular streets or regions to promote cleanliness and report on progress. They can promote the Cleanest Street Award and find sponsors and introduce plaques into the streets that qualify. They can promote certificates to acknowledge people that make a difference. And of course, they can promote the sponsorship of litter bins by approaching the restaurants and hotels, and they can be encouraged to promote bins in areas where there's a shortage of them. And a very valuable one is the creation of media releases about the outcomes of surveys, their studies, their awards and prizes that the schools have offered. There are many opportunities for the schools to be interactive and to provide a satisfying opportunity for the students to undertake curricular activities. So what are some of the other steps the schools can take? Well, they don't all have to be directly interacting with the community. It can be amongst each other. So, for example, there can be an inter-schools competition with prizes provided by sponsorship. There can be essay or poetry competitions, which is a complement to the poster competition. They can design and use the display of banners. And they can be active during the Clean Up the World Day in September with the collection and disposal of rubbish as a symbolic gesture. And they can plant trees. The opportunities, again, are very large for the schools to raise their stature in the community. And that is what My Clean India is about. To promote My Clean schools as a symbol of what is possible. So what can you do? Well, first and foremost, talk with the schools. Talk with the schools and encourage a teacher and one or more students to be facilitators and representatives in the My Clean School network. Create a schools committee from the school representatives and elect an area representative. And plan for action, such as a progressive inquiry, an annual clean-up day in September, and other events, including the poster competitions and any other activities that is considered appropriate. The bottom line is, create an opportunity, not to call on moral responsibility or civic duty or anything. Create an opportunity for them and lead life.
Distinguished guests for this morning, and then carry on from there. Now that you're age, I've been sitting down the back, and I've been sitting there with my arms crossed. Any of you sitting with your arms crossed? Okay.
It's an opportunity to be with the students, to empathize with the students. It's a competitive world. They want to get the best possible grades, and they don't wish to be diverted from their studies. But if you create an opportunity and it's exciting, they are motivated. They can see it as an opportunity for them. Create it. So again, what can the schools do in their networks? To elect a teacher as a school facilitator plus one or more students. And for the school facilitators to convene meetings, to plan events and activities, find sponsors and donors, to liaise with My Clean India in your town and city, and create a web page for My Clean School in your region. And for that we have a school enrolment form.